Join me on an epic road trip as we cross the second biggest country in the world by landmass. We're headed across Canada in my Tesla Model S Plaid. Let's get this party started.
Well, good morning, everybody. The time is 4:27, and we're in the car, 4:27 a.m. Eastern Time. In the car, I'm heading over to my buddy Tim's place to get him, and we're hitting the road, starting off this road trip. So we'll go and grab him, and the plan is to drive for a few hours. We're gonna head up north. We're gonna head up through Parry Sound, Sudbury. Sudbury's a big mining town here. Lots of nickel for those Tesla batteries, so that's gonna be cool. Actually, they have a giant nickel in Sudbury, so hopefully we'll get to check that out. But yeah, we're gonna drive for a little bit before we stop for breakfast or anything like that. We'll probably grab charging in Sudbury. That's the plan. So anyways, we'll check back in with you then. All right, here we are, my buddy Tim.
Hey, ready to go.
Let's go, man. Let's what do we say? Blow this pop stand?
Let's make like a tree and leaf.
Yes, baby, let's go. Go. Right. What's it saying? Parry Sound. For 40 minutes. Oh, it wants us to skip Sudbury. That's interesting. Yeah, because it was kind of a bummer because I only ended up charging to like 87% or 80, what was it? Yeah, I guess 87 because I'm at 85 now, which is a huge pain because if I had got 100, we would have gone straight to Sudbury, so.
Where are we? Oh wait, no, it's not.
Where are you? Okay. Yeah. So we are passing through Port Severn, Ontario, on our way to Parry Sound. We're about 39 minutes from Starbucks. I know we said we were gonna check in at Starbucks.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, guys, this is Tim. This is my longtime good buddy.
What's up?
Big fan of EVs, and yeah, so this is your first EV road trip.
First EV road trip, yes.
Congratulations. The windshield's fogging up again.
Yeah.
This is a pain.
It's a motherfucker.
Motherfucker. It's funny, you gotta be careful. YouTube's gonna catch that. It's gonna think you're saying naughty words.
Uh-oh, really?
Yeah. The mother father.
Yeah, they don't like my sense of humor.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to Muskoka, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
So should have taken a photo of that, but I didn't.
Port Severn.
Right. Anyways, just entering beautiful Muskoka. I love Muskoka.
She's a beaut. All right, so here we are at our first supercharger stop on the trip. We're here in Parry Sound in the Muskoka region of Ontario. Actually, one of my favorite places to go during the summer. They've got amazing lakes, all kinds of stuff. Man, the mosquitoes out here are fierce. So I'm gonna run inside. In behind this tree line here is a Starbucks, and there is a Grande dark roast waiting for me. So we'll check in with you guys a little bit. All right, we made it to Baldwin, Ontario. We just plugged in beautiful version 3 superchargers here, so I can hear the thing spooling up, and we should be back on the road fairly shortly. I think we're just a short charge here. I think the computer said 15 or 20 minutes, but we're at an Esso gas station here. Across the road, we've got Legacy Auto. We've got a Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge retailer over there. And got this little row of V3 superchargers. So we're gonna get charged up here and hit the road. We have passed Sudbury, and we're looking forward to making our way to Thunder Bay today. That's our goal in our leg of driving on this trip. So we will check back in with you shortly. We're gonna go across the road here and grab a coffee. There's a Tim Hortons here, and can't get enough coffee. I mean, starting off in the morning at 4 a.m., we're still rocking and rolling. So yeah, what's the time here? We're making pretty good time. My watch died. Gotta love that, right? Perfect. It'll teach me to plug it in. Anyways, I won't make the same mistake with the car. We'll see you guys at the next one. So we just finished charging up at the Water Tower Inn, and you can see here how it got its name, but they've got the Tesla superchargers here in Sault Ste. Marie. They are version 3 superchargers. We moved pretty quick, got them all charged up. Interesting sign here I wanted to show you guys. It says here that the next supercharger is in Wawa, which is 225 kilometers away, and it recommends charging to 100%. So I'm assuming that's either for older Teslas, you know, 70Ds, or Model S 60 kilowatt battery packs, or maybe standard range Model 3, because, you know, we just grabbed hardly anything as far as percentage wise, and it says we're gonna arrive in Wawa with plenty to spare. So again, it's nice weather and everything too, but this Plaid, man, it's just got crazy range. So these warning signs and that sort of thing, we don't even have to look at them at this point. But I just thought I'd share a couple quick, cool little personal notes on Sault Ste. Marie. So I've, you know, lived in Canada my whole life, and the furthest west that I have ever been in the country is Sault Ste. Marie. In fact, Sault Ste. Marie is where my family comes from. My dad's dad, my grandfather, who I've spoken about on the channel before. I did a video filming in his Model X, and hope to do some videos with him when I get home. He's amazing, loves cars, and anyways, a real car guy. So I'll make sure we get him on the channel here as well. But his family originally came from the Sioux, and I still have family here. In fact, I have a cousin who's on the police force here, and my grandpa's cousin as well still lives around here, and some other family members as well. So anyways, it's cool to be back up here. But what's exciting is, as we step out onto the next part of the leg of this trip, this is going to be new ground for me. I've never been this far west in Canada after this stop. So again, Water Tower in Sault Ste. Marie. Perfect charge session, by the way. Really fast and slick. What's interesting here, there's some other chargers around the corner. Not just one, but 2 other charging networks. They've got IV charging networks, and they've got some CCS Chatamo units, as well as Shell. There's a Shell gas station over here, and they've got the CCS and Chatamo units as well. So there's lots of charging here for all kinds of EVs here in Sault Ste. Marie. We'll see you at the next stop. It's a convenience store with superchargers. Okay, so we made it safely to Wawa, Ontario, where we're at a one-stop convenience store that has a little fuel station right here and the Tesla superchargers. And there's one other person here charging with us. Charging's working great, no issues. This town is very interesting. They have a couple of enormous goose statues. There's one here, and then there's one a little further down here of a giant Canada goose just past that Tim Hortons there. Yeah, I guess they're known for giant geese here in Wawa, Ontario. So we're going to continue on here. I've got, I believe, Terrace Bay, I think it's called, and then Thunder Bay. Torrance, I think it's Torrance Bay. Anyways, one more stop before Thunder Bay, and then that'll wrap up today's driving. But yeah, it's just got a little bit of drizzle, rain coming down here. Car's running great. We got it through some twisties up through the foothills and into some of these smaller mountains here. Not really mountains, but we would call them mountains here in Ontario because it's generally pretty flat otherwise. But we'll get into some real mountains later on in the trip. Anyways, thanks for following along. We'll keep you posted. We'll see you next stop. All right, so we're just leaving Wawa. There's the giant goose there, Canadian goose. Everybody in Florida loves those things. All right, so what we did was we pulled out of here a little bit early. It said we had 5 minutes remaining, but I'm like, yeah, no thanks. We're gonna get to Terrace Bay with approximately, well, you know what? When we unplugged it said 13%. It's already gone up to 15. So yeah, I'm gonna push speed on the car until that drops down to about 8 or 9% remaining. So we can, yeah, let's pick up a little bit of time on this road trip here. So Terrace Bay, 5:58. What time is it now, Tim? 3:19 is what it says. Yeah. Okay, so let's move. Got a, what do we got here? A little Chrysler Caravan in front of us, Chrysler Town and Country. Got the rooftop carrier on. Look at this guy. Beautiful. All right, let's go. Well, we made it to Terrace Bay here. As you can see, we're the only one at the charger here. These are beautiful V3 superchargers. Everything's working great. You can hear the coolers on the car there behind us. We came in here hot. I think we arrived with 8 or 9%. We're gonna be here for about, it says 20 minutes. I'm gonna get out of here in about 15, 16 minutes, and we're gonna blast right into Thunder Bay. I wanna roll in there. The computer wants me to roll in with like 15%. I'm gonna roll in with 5. So we're gonna get out of here as quickly as we can. We're just gonna go for a little walk. There's this kind of cool lighthouse thing down here, and there's kind of a convenience store. There's a motel across the street, and that's about it here. So nice little spot, lots of bays here. We've had great luck with the supercharger network thus far. And next stop, Thunder Bay. Looking forward to getting there and getting some sleep, because I'm running on about 3 hours of sleep right now. So doing well though, I'll tell you. Autopilot is a game changer with reducing fatigue when you're traveling. So this car, I'm telling you, and any Tesla, so easy to drive, so easy to road trip. Loving it so far. The computer system, it just looks after everything. Actually, one little thing I'll mention to you is that while we were en route, I believe it was just before Sault Ste. Marie, it actually recalibrated our route, because apparently there was one charger that the power went down for a short time. Apparently it came back online, but it ended up rerouting us around that particular charger. So that was a cool update to receive. It was a cool little notification. Unfortunately, I didn't get to it quick enough to snap a picture, but it's nice to know that Tesla is looking after the fleet in that way. So we'll catch up with you in Thunder Bay.
it safely to Thunder Bay, and the first place we had to visit was the Terry Fox Memorial. Terry Fox is a Canadian legend who, despite his cancer, began a cross-Canada run that ultimately he had to end here in Thunder Bay. Sadly, Terry lost his life to cancer, but through his incredible example and leadership, over $500 million has been raised for cancer research. This is a beautiful memorial that's been built here, and I'm so proud to have been able to visit not only this one, but also the Terry Fox Memorial in Ottawa. Whoops, we almost lost the drone there in the trees. But you can see Tim down there beside the memorial there, and I can tell you it was very, very moving to be there and to just kind of experience the incredible tribute that has been paid to Terry. You can see the beautiful bronze statue here, and it's overlooking the Trans-Canada Highway, built right on the top of a cliff here, and it's definitely a must-see in Thunder Bay. After we finished at the Terry Fox Memorial, we headed into town and stopped off at the Sleeping Giant Brewery. Shout out to the super nice guys and gals there. They were very hospitable and we had a great time. Afterwards, we headed over to the government building where we knew we had some free charging and were able to park there overnight. So we car camped, got some much needed rest. We were absolutely wiped out, running on just a few hours of sleep, and got us rejuvenated for the next leg of the trip. So watch for the next video to drop. It's going to be exciting as we make our way up into northern Canada, as we cross into Manitoba in the next chapter.